Used by both professional and amateur anglers. Superior strength and stability. Made using the highest quality components. Virtually invisible. Superior knot strength. Supreme castability. Fluorocarbon coated. Low memory. P-line was first developed to respond to a great challenge, to provide the best fishing line available. Introduced into the North American market in 1982, P-line immediately caught the attention of both freshwater and saltwater anglers. Its copolymer-based technology delivered a thin diameter, soft, supple fishing line that brought many advantages into one line. It improved casting distances, gave a more natural presentation to lures and baits, and allowed for increased line capacity on reels. Today we continue to meet the high standards and expectations of the serious angler. Whether you are a tournament competitor or a weekend enthusiast, you can depend on P-line to demonstrate superior strength, great castability and abrasion resistance that is unsurpassed on the water. Combining our experiences in copolymer and fluorocarbon technologies, P-line is on the leading edge of quality, high-performance fishing lines. We keep a pulse on what anglers are asking for, new applications, baits, and techniques fishermen are encountering as they search for fish. We sincerely hope you enjoy fishing with P-line and encourage you to help protect our precious resources. Do what you can to keep our fisheries healthy and our waters clean so everyone can partake in the pleasure of a quality angling experience. Top reviews from the United States. Really has excellent castability and knot strength. I have been fishing for nearly 60 years. My father had me fishing striped bass with Ocean City bitecasters using Dacron line when I was 8 years old. Our monoback then had a little less memory than 16-gauge wire, and was 99 cents for 1,000 yards at our local Payless drugstore. Man, has line changed since then. During the 80s most of us were using trilene, which is a very good mono today. I started using P-line Floroclear not long after it was introduced. The company had sent me a free sample to try out. I remember I was fishing on Lake Don Pedro and I found its smaller diameter to be much more manageable than the old trilene I had been using. To this day, after going through many different types and brands, I still prefer P-line's Floroclear and Sufix Siege over every other line out there. I've used Floroclear in 6 to 30 pound test, and never broke any of those lines on a fish. If you fish with a spinning reel for an extensive amount of time and don't manually close the bail every time you cast, you will develop an excessive amount of line twist on your spool, which can eventually weaken your line and reduce your castability. People also complain about Floroclear breaking, stating that when they grabbed the line when reeling in a fish the line broke. I see no reason to even try to explain that one. Knot slippage. This line has excellent knot strength. I've never used anything other than an ordinary improved clinch knot, fisherman's knot, and have never had a knot fail. 2 years ago I caught a 56-inch sturgeon in a swift tide that was over 60 pounds on 30-pound P-line Floroclear using a Penn Squall 15 level wind reel. No copolymer or monofilament, comes with zero memory, only braid, and this is why I use 6 to 12 pound line on my spinning reels and 15 to 30 on my larger bitecasters. I have found that most of the heavier lines, in all brands, will have a tendency to sometimes coil off of spinning reels easier, especially if the line is put on incorrectly or the spool is just slightly overfilled. If there is any drawback, I think Sufix's G2 precision winding would make P-line's Floroclear an even more memory-free line.